This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. The time has passed.
Listen. Truth about Roni, she's a sweet little girl.
When I say there's a shortage of good men out here, like it's not impossible to find, but these men are out the way.
If you treat her right real nice, then hold her tight.
The amount of women that I've seen in this airport having to carry their bags, and a man was with them, and he's just watching her struggle. She's just struggling with her bags, and he has hands free.
But only tenderonis can give the special love. The special kind of love that makes you feel good inside.
Baby, couldn't be me. My man would never. That man don't love you.
Should a man making $50K a year even be dating?
Oh, no.
Why?
Because dating is expensive. I mean, at $50,000... Okay, let's be realistic. And even me, I'm such a cheap date. I love a movie. I love random stuff. So, but most women, they don't like these things. They want 5-star restaurants.
Listen, I'm just going to call it like I see it. If you are someone who insists on backing into a parking spot, you are slightly toxic. There is a direct correlation, especially with men. If you are constantly backing in and that's like your go-to, you exist on the scale of masculinity that's like really close to not being the positive side. You know what I mean?
A big driver for me making content is that I feel sorry for younger men, especially Gen Z and maybe even younger millennials, because they're growing up in an environment where everything masculine is toxic. You backing your car in a parking space is toxic, according to this young lady. And then you heard the lady at the airport say that there are no men being masculine helping those young ladies. But what if those men grew up in an environment where everything they did that was masculine or trying to be nice as a man was seen as toxic? Then you're going to say, you know what? This chivalry is not for this time. And I can understand why guys would feel that way. But if you were a Gen Xer and you heard chords like this,
and if you find the tenderoni that is right for you,
as you were backing your car into your parking space, you would be compelled to think of the young lady that you cared about and
make it official. Give it your love.
I have decided to leave my relationship after 10 years, and not because of infidelity, cheating, or anything like that. It's more sinister to me. Romance. I have been consistently asking this man to just love me. Like, I want to go on dates. I want to be, catered to. I want to feel it. And
she's my only love.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. He does not do those things whatsoever, not in any way, shape, or form. And I know that I have bent over backwards 10 years. I have literally bent over backwards. We got 2 kids together, so and I've put so much into this relationship, and I'm drained. I'm only 26 years old. I have 2 kids. 2 daughters at that, and I'm emotionally drained. I have no more fight in me. I love this man. I love him. I've been with him since I was 16 years old, but I can't. I have to feel love, and I deserve to be loved. And I'm doing that by walking away peacefully, and I'm going to heal myself emotionally first.
I'm telling you, bro, women are diabolical. Women are diabolical. The beginning of a villain arc.
Because it starts with me, and I feel like if I was doing that the whole time, then I wouldn't feel so drained and so bad like I do now. But now that I'm here, I'm choosing me. I'm choosing self. I'm choosing my daughters, and I want to know who I am as a person. I can't tell you what I like. I haven't had my hair done in months, years, maybe professionally, especially.
I believe that's who they really are inside, and that's tragic. Okay, they gleefully do it is because that's who they are.
She's my only lover.
So when I hear Diane Stewart says what they want is serial monogamy, okay, the ability to actually move from one, which I call the village wife. I might do that tomorrow. I might do that. The village wife theory, where they can move from man to man to man and take their kids. Okay, that's what they want. And this white monogamy is not fitting them.
Actually, I'm doing my own nails, stuff like that. That stuff becomes a burden, especially when I have 2 daughters.
I'm doing my own nails.
And it's a burden.
What the happening, bro, out here in these streets? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I'll never understand it, but I'm always going to bring visibility to it.
I'm trying to keep them up, keep myself up. I don't get to go out the house. I homeschool. I never leave. I'm always here. They're always around me. They're not in any programs, anything like that. Yes, my situation could be a lot better right now, especially if
I'm praying for y'all, fellas. I'm genuinely praying for y'all.
financially, but I'm leaving. And I wanted to just capture this moment. I don't know if this post might help somebody, but choose you, choose self. If you're not being treated the way that you need to be treated, leave.
They want to be bottom. They want to be able to leave with their kids and their cash and prizes. Okay, which is why under patriarchy, and listen, medium man, I know you be taught that bullshit. That's why in the patriarchy, the kids, the children belong with the man. Okay, to prevent this kind of bullshit you see going on right now. Okay. She'll leave the man, but she won't leave her kids.
And if you're asking why it's important for a man to be connected to his kids, it's because we can't always trust women to make the best decisions for the sake of the kids.
That's why I play Anton stuff, right? Those women did not want to be married no more, right? At least the first girl admitted that this guy's a good guy. And she was waiting on him to do something so she'd have an excuse to leave the marriage. But he never gave her one. But she left anyway. I was going to leave anyway. I stayed longer than I should because I was waiting on him to screw up so I could leave with my head high.
This is a situation that is what would drive a quote-unquote good guy away. If you're hearing stories of women basically saying, I'm bored and I'm leaving because I don't feel excited anymore, that is a terrible position for a good guy to find himself in. He's doing everything he was told to do, and at the end of the day, it's, I'm bored, I'm taking the kids, I'm going to raise the kids the way I choose to raise them, and you're going to get punished because I changed the way I feel about you and this marriage. It's a trap.
Hey, honey.
What?
There's something wrong with the TV.
There's something wrong with the TV?
Yeah.
And why are you calling me? Because you're the tech guy. Aren't you getting an IT degree?
There's something stuck on the screen.
Okay.
Care to explain why you have a Tinder profile?
Not right now, no. I don't care to get into why I'm so miserable in our marriage that I feel like I had to get a Tinder account with our kids around. Okay, I'm trying to give them a bath. You're literally holding our 6-week-old baby. No, I'm not trying to explain this right now. When the kids go to bed, sure. We'll talk later though, not right now.
So for the good men listening and the women listening, I hope you're hearing this and the possibilities in this. But for the good men, if your wife is complaining about perimenopause or menopause or complains during her monthly cycle of that's the reason she gets so emotional, you have to recognize, no, it's that she's unhappy and has an erratic, unstable emotional state. She's emotionally dysregulated, which is what creates the disruption of her hormonal state during perimenopause and menopause or during her period. That the level of discomfort and dysregulation is directly correlated to her internal emotional state. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled because you don't have the experience, and so you can't know that she's fully capable. Even if she's having symptoms, she's fully capable of being in control of herself and showing up and being responsible, taking her vows seriously, and not using perimenopause or menopause as an excuse to be a bitch or to be emotional or to withdraw and push you away. Because if she's happy in herself and taking responsibility, then she will show up and not use it as an excuse.
It's refreshing to get this point of view from a woman, because as a man, obviously we can't speak on going through these things. But when she says simply that it's an attitude issue, it's not a my unhappiness is your fault issue, or I have a free pass to be mean to you because I'm going through some bodily issues. It's a reminder to men that for these same young ladies that are using excuses like I'm bored or my body's going through certain changes as a reason why I'm mean to you, to say, well, if you can change your behavior or your attitude for your job or for that guy that makes you feel a certain way or that guy that tickles your fancy, then why can't you do it for me? I'm the one that wants to be your husband. And I'm the guy that wants you to be my only love. It might seem strange to some of you that I see a correlation between the Obi-Wan Kenobi character in the show Obi-Wan Kenobi and what I'm speaking about in this video, but if you remember the television show, there were several times where Obi-Wan, at the height of his powers he could have just pulled out his lightsaber and just gone to work and made light work of the people that are in front of him. But he knew that he wasn't in the right environment to do that. And if he had done that, then he would have dealt with drawing attention to himself, and it wouldn't have been a good ending for him. Of course, it's science fiction, but it's a very good allegory for many guys who want to be romantics, but this is the wrong environment for it. If you're the good guy who wants to sing Roni to the young lady who just had your baby, and she's saying, I have a profile on Tinder because I'm bored and it's your job to make me excited because before I met you, I was going through my hoe phase, which is part of what is my rite of passage. And if you can't give me that same amount of exhilaration, then that's a you problem. And we heard Happy Wife School essentially say, if a young lady is doing that, she's not only completely in the wrong, but a decent, proper wife is not going to make you carry that burden because it's not your burden to carry. And as for good guys, well, we know what good guys are doing in this environment, and it's not singing Roni to these young ladies.
And let me tell you dumb something else. Nice guys don't need a place to stay. Talking about that tricked you, and now you got him in here with your kids, and he done bit through your finger. Nice guys don't need no where to stay. Nice guys got a job. Nice guys know other men who could get them rooms or apartments, or they got homeboys they could be roommates with. Nice guys go to their mama house because they make money and they can pay their mama bills. You hear me? Nice guys don't need nowhere to stay. If he can't go to your mama house and he want to move in your with you and your kids, and he not the daddy, he not a nice guy, he don't got nowhere else to go. I'm tired of you getting on here acting like y'all giving us groundbreaking advice. Never let a man move in with you. We wasn't doing that, no way.
We just had two women by Anton saying that why they left good guys. The exact same. Okay? That's why I played that one before this one, right? You heard two women give the excuses, right? This is the why.
And pushing our husbands away, a good man will eventually withdraw, become cold and distant in the relationship. And then a woman uses that to point her finger out and say, you don't love me anymore, you're withdrawn, you're disconnected, you're not in this anymore.
Yes.
And I want to be with someone who loves me.
Yes. And how does that work out?
So we create the scenario through how we're pushing a good man away. We push them away, and then I need to go find my happiness.
And wash, rinse, and repeat, okay?
Because you're not, excuse me.
I need to find a new pair of shoes because these old shoes that I bought that I was so in love with are old and they're boring.
Because you're not showing me that love, and I want that love. Perfect example of this is Tom Brady and Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
She felt entitled. She wasn't happy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And used the story and excuse of Tom Brady continuing to play football and not being around.
Yes.
To go outside the marriage and find the next man that she thought was going to make her happy.
Yes.
In this environment, the safest thing for quote unquote good guys to do is to be the meme of Homer Simpson backing into the bushes and making yourself unseen. There's no telling how long or how quickly the young lady that you get with will change on you and say, I'm bored. You're not making me as excited as I want to be. You're not whining and dining me the way that I expect to be wined and dined. And so I'm going to basically make the next 20 years of your life extremely difficult. And I'm also going to walk away as the victim, and everyone in the society is going to basically point at you and say, it's your job to keep her happy, excited, exhilarated, and essentially you didn't do your job as a man. And for decent guys, good guys looking at that, you can only focus on your controllables, and the things that are outside of your control, they can't be things you worry about every day. And if you're going to invite someone in your life who's basically going to greatly expand the number of uncontrollables in your life, and the cost benefit analysis of that is you have someone that's in your bed who sometimes maybe is with you physically, and that's not even a guarantee, that's a hard pass. And more good guys are going to go into hiding like Obi-Wan, as more and more young ladies start to wonder, where are the good guys going? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care.